Alright, I got a lot of toys in front of me today. First off, I have a TrackMan. I'm here at Denver Golf Performance. It's a place where you can come and really get some information about your golf swing that's going to make you feel confident, see your numbers change in the direction you're hoping to, and have some fun while you're putting in some work. So one of the things I like to do for a warm-up, I've seen some yoga done, which I think is fantastic. Yoga and stretching, maybe some bar stretching like this, getting into the lats. That feels really good. If I get my golf stance now, I can practice turning. This is a very important element of the golf swing. If I want to test my skill level, I can step up, balance. I'm going to put a kickstand down here. Turn, 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 turn. So the target's on that side, so that makes this my lead foot. Here's my trail foot. Turn, 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 turn. Left shoulder down. Right shoulder down. Good. Step off there. One of the things I think is a good tool is if you imagine you're in your golf setup position here. If I go into my backswing now, I want to have the end of my broomstick pointing between the ball and my feet. When I unwind, I'm going to let the club work from the inside, so it's working at an angle like that. And my right shoulder is going to bring the butt of the club on the outside. So our first swing, down, back swing, through swing, out here. So we're making a path like that. Swing path is important, gives the idea of the direction your swing is coming from. So if this is our target line, and I have an in to out swing path, the club is traveling in this direction. If I have a different swing path, which is out to in, the club is traveling that direction at impact. We want to help you understand that the club path, which is this, target line is that. If I can come in and have my swing path at impact going down the orange line and my club face a few degrees closed to that swing path, that will hit a draw. Now if I look at this last shot, my face was open, my swing direction was actually left. So my swing direction was left a couple degrees. My club face was open, so the ball just started right immediately. So the club face always has a bigger influence than the path. Trying to match up someone who swings really fast and their path is left, well, if their path is left 11 degrees and their club face is closed 2 degrees, that ball is going to start left, but then eventually, based on the spin, it's going to end up in the middle of the fairway. So it's important for you to figure out which direction or what side of the ball you're hitting, and then what your club path is doing in relationship to that to help you hit golf shots. So if I were to hit a couple golf shots, and as always, a couple things I like to do is I know my grip really well. By now you should have a pretty great grip. It's very important the grip is in the fingers of the left hand. It's really important that your hand is on the side of the golf club. So in a nutshell, your hand should work as a unit. Right? You can make small circles, big circles, understanding that the weight of the club head is the mass. And our job is to address the ball, set up here. This is our address position. We want to present the club as it was built. When you start working into actual impact, because as you load in the backswing, by load that means I am actually just rotating around my spine. My weight's on the inside of my right foot. When I start to transition my weight into my big toe of my left foot and rotate, I'm going to bring my shaft in at a little different angle. That's called dynamic loft. That's what gives you pop. So combined, we want to make sure we have a grip where our hands work as a team. We want to have a swing path, whether it's coming from the inside out or the outside in. And then we want to have a face that matches the path. For me, I draw the ball. So I'm going to hit a 6-iron here and see what it looks like. Just make a regular golf swing. All right. So for me, a 6-iron at 168 yards, that's really great. That's exactly where I want to be. The carry on it was only 147 yards, so when my ball lands, it runs quite a bit. That's one of the things that I'm working on. The height was 58, okay? My attack angle was actually hitting up on the ball, 1.2 positive. So this time I'm going to go ahead and make the same swing and try to get a little more shift in my downswing. Let's see if I move the attack angle at all to a negative. So negative 2.8. That means I was able to strike down on the ball. Attack angle is the idea that we can either be coming in and hitting it on the upswing, or when we're hitting it in, we're bringing the club in, we're hitting down on the ball, an angle descending below. Attack angle. I'm going to try that again. So that was height 44. I did sort of get the draw that I usually do. My club path was from the inside out a few degrees. My face was a few degrees closed. All pretty normal for me. That's something I expect. So this drill, I'm working on attack angle. I'm still at 2.6. My total is 167. That probably felt the best of a bunch. Flew 170. My face angle was 5 degrees open. My attack angle was only 1.4. Let's see if I can hit it. But the height was 74, so that's exciting for me. I really, really want to make that ball go a lot higher. So I worked on my weight transfer and my shift. I'm going to do that again. Okay, the height keeps climbing. I went to 70 for height, 173 total. The face angle was a few degrees open, right? And my swing direction was actually left that time, so it was more across. But for me, that's as good as I could get it. I really like that. Right now, all I'm really working on is loading up the inside of my right heel, transferring the weight to the front foot, and turning. Okay, height at 69, carry 166, total 175. Really starting to hit golf shots now. That was absolutely perfect for me as a feel. That's me focusing on a shift. What is a shift? A shift is the idea that we turn here, our back's to the target, and we get a little bit of motion this way. Once we get here, we unwind. But that's exactly how you throw a ball. So we want to find that in our golf swing. Face angle was just bare. I mean, that's as good as I can do. See if I can do a little better. All right, height was lower, distance was farther. The thing is I have to play my game. I can't try to change my game. Yes, I want to hit it higher, but I don't want to change my swing dynamics too much. I'm pretty consistent. I'm going to try to swing just a little bit easier and play the ball a little bit further forward in my stance, see what happens. Well, that definitely didn't feel as good to me, but my total is 184, which is the farthest I've hit it. My swing direction is left. My face angle is 3.8. My height was only 61. I'm gonna move it forward some more and see if I can't hit it higher. I'm gonna look at the top of the mountains as well. Just look where I look, the ball usually goes. Let's see, right over that mountain. 162, 173, height was 87. What's my takeaway? I gotta start looking where I want the ball to go. If I'm looking at the top of a tree, I got a lot better chance giving that information to my brain, right? This particular shot, I played the ball forward in my stance, and I pictured hitting it over that mountain. So that's super exciting. That for me is a big deal. I didn't change too much. I wanted to emphasize the shift. I got my weight forward. The 162, 173 total, that's my wheelhouse. I'm very happy with that yardage. But 87, that's massive. For me, that's a very high ball. And you'll see that when it landed, it only rolled out 11 yards versus other times it rolled out like 15. So that's good when we want to hit a 6-iron from 170 yards away into the middle of the green.